in voter registration momentum. Interviews of the week.
I read the communique or the deal of a new subdivision with a lot of dismay and regret, given the fact that the rate of insecurity within Ndu and some of these areas in the northwest and southwest region of Cameroon that has been undergoing arms conflict for about 7 years now are still unstable, given the high insecurity rate that still prevails in so much of this area. Because you might note that this is not the first time we are having such a communique, because about some years back, the SDO of Ngogotunja did same, especially for teachers, and went ahead suspending the teachers or the salaries for some teachers in these areas, though the Minister of Secondary Education later on came out with a communique saying that he wasn't aware of such things. But the behavior is just as if the government careless about, or the administration careless about the lives of workers in times of armed conflict, because most of these administrators writing this document are well secured wherever they are, and they move about with the security men protecting them. But most of these teachers and ordinary workers within different administrative services in these areas does not have security at all. So the government need to take that into consideration. It's either they make sure that this other civil servants in this area, all civil servants in this area are well secured while performing their duties, or they do everything possible to ensure that we have peace in this area for them to go back to their services, because most of them have abandoned their services, not because they don't want to work, but simply because they are unable to perform their duty because of the rate of insecurity. We are all aware of the regular kidnapping of civil servants in some of these parts of the northwest and southwest region of Cameroon for performing their duties. So I think the communique, the DO of Ndu is being unreasonable in his communique. At least they ought to have talked to the government of Cameroon, or they should tell the government exactly the situation on the ground and advise for us to have a peace in this area, so that these teachers can go back to their duties without any major problem. Because it is inadmissible that teachers are forced to put their lives in danger because they want to render their services. It's true that they are being paid for, but they cannot risk their lives because, to that extent, knowing very well the